This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this?
This is a sham.
No.
Y'all,
Just stop.
Get real.
welcome to DBL. Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Hello. I'm sure you can all see my dress before you see me.
You
It's
look
so bright.
great.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you. I've been lifting due to you.
Oh.
And I've been, she told me to lift, and I did.
Yeah,
I do
you look
whatever.
great.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You look like a 1974 Radisson employee.
I gave her, she said Marriott, and I gave her the Radisson, and then she attacked me on camera with it, and I respect that.
It's our relationship. I love it. All right. So welcome to DBL. Last night was all about freedom at the Democratic National Convention. VP nominee Tim Walz introduced himself to America in the biggest speech of his political career. Walz talked about his effort to protect a woman's right to choose as governor of Minnesota. Take a look.
Minnesota, we respect our neighbors and the personal choices they make. And even if we wouldn't make those same choices for ourselves, we've got a golden rule. Mind your own damn business.
I saw two people wearing that shirt on their walk yesterday. Mind your own damn business. Now, Walz's family was there in the audience, and his son, Gus, has gone viral. Let's just take this moment. He was on his feet with tears streaming down his face, cheering on his dad, pointing out proudly, saying, that's my dad. That's my dad. I don't know how you don't feel, Republican or Democrat, the pride for that bond. In a surprise appearance, Oprah came out and made a speech in Chicago. This is her first time speaking at the DNC. Take a look.
We are not so different from our neighbors. When a house is on fire, we don't ask about the homeowner's race or religion. We don't wonder who their partner is or how they voted. No. We just try to do the best we can to save them. And if the place happens to belong to a childless cat lady, well, we try to get that cat out too.
So good. For more on this, first of all, let me get your remarks or quick take on what you thought of the DNC. What do you think, Erica?
Gus, I was done.
Thank you.
I was done. That was, I don't think that kid, and I say 'cause he's 17.
Yep.
Has a insincere bone in his body.
Yep.
That was just visceral emotion.
You're gonna make me cry again.
I will have to say I did appreciate the part about talking about IVF. You know, anytime we have these conversations on this show, it's been really difficult for the past couple of years for me to have these conversations about whether someone else should have autonomy over my choices.
Sure.
When I've been pretty transparent about the fact that I've been going through this IVF journey. I've lost 2 embryos. And when he said the hell that you go through, you don't understand it unless you've actually been in it. And I thought it was a really humanizing moment on that subject.
That's beautiful. And he said that's why we named our daughter Hope. I thought that was beautiful. Yeah. And thank you for being so transparent, Erica. All right. For more on this, we are joined by someone who's been there covering the DNC all week. He is the host of the Damage Report on the TYT network. Please welcome John Iadarola.
Yes. Hello.
Hi, John. Thank you so much for being here. So I got to be honest, this was Governor Walz's biggest political speech of his life. I heard he didn't know how to use a teleprompter, which actually endeared himself to Kamala Harris. This was him learning on the go. How did it resonate there while you were there in the DNC?
Well, I would say it resonated, almost literally. I could feel it when I wasn't on the floor. I could feel it coming through the walls. But look, you know that there's been an incredible outpouring of warmth towards him ever since a lot of people learned who he was for the first time. And however strong that is, all over the country, here in the building, everybody has bought in. They love this guy.
Wow.
I hear conversations of people talking about him, and his staffers all seem to genuinely like him. They're just excited about the ride, and I think that he did an amazing job.
Yeah.
This is weird because I listened to you this morning, and now I'm talking to you. It's the internet is talking back to me. Let's get into this because Walz leaned into the whole coach persona. What do you think effect this will have on Midwesterners like myself and independents?
I think it's a strong image. It was actually a literal image on the stage because it wasn't just him, but he also had people who had played for him, They had the whole team. Like, the DNC is supposed to be about the team. He brought the literal team right there. And in the same way that he's like an avatar of like awkward, silly dad energy, he brought all of the other silly dads onto the stage with him. And the thing I love about him is, you know, like, we admire some politicians, but we don't necessarily know a lot of people who used to be hedge fund managers or even corporate lawyers or whatever, but everybody knows a coach. Almost everyone's had a coach. And so we can like admire him and respect him, but also sort of know who he is because we've known people like him.
Well, let's talk about Oprah's return to Sweet Home Chicago. How did you think she did? And does she still have that same Oprah effect, if you will?
I have not seen a lot of Oprah over the years, so I went in sort of as a newbie to the Oprah thing, other than knowing who she is. She's a massive star. And by the end of the speech, I was, I guess, her biggest fan, I think. I enjoyed her speech, and I was very jealous of whatever futuristic technology she used that stopped the aging process 10 to 20 years ago.
Really?
Because visually and in terms of her ability to like command a crowd, she has not lost a step. I think she's actually been off gaining new steps.
Yeah, she has really taken off. Some of the other people I want to ask you about real quick who were in the running for VP spoke last night. We got Shapiro, Wes Moore, we got Mayor Pete. Who stood out to you?
Yeah, I mean, all three did. I think that Wes Moore is a name that people should look up because he's definitely going to be going places. I'm not going to be the first to say that. He's a powerful presence. I think that he spoke with a lot of like moral clarity about some of the recent tragedies in his state. I think that Pete Buttigieg, who is another rising star. People love Pete. They love when he mixes it up on Fox News. Him talking about how much America just wants to move past a politics of darkness.
Yeah.
I think it's sort of been a theme, but he really clarified it in a way that I think a lot of people, and not just Democrats, will find very appealing.
Yeah.
And Josh Shapiro, to your earlier point, talking about freedom, I think, again, that's been a theme. And the way that he spoke about it made it very approachable, even to people who don't follow politics every day.
Absolutely. I really thought, I agree with you. I thought Mayor Pete, the way he argues, it's almost Obama-esque with the way the deductive logic, but he makes it very, very relatable. Unbelievable. Thank you so much for joining us, John, and sharing all of your insights. For everyone at home, like Al does, you can catch John on The Damage Report on the TYT Network and on YouTube. Thank you so much again. Looking good on that cover. We'll be right back.
Man.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. And by the way, sending love to Sam.
Absolutely. All right, I just want to read. Some people are talking about the DNC. People are saying they love John Legend and Sheila E.'s Prince performance. I don't know if you saw that. And Gwen Walls, also amazing, too. I thought so, too. Welcome back. Tonight is the fourth and final night for the DNC. Pink, I'm wearing pink, is set to perform at the convention tonight ahead of Kamala Harris's acceptance speech. Speaking of which, there is a lot of speculation about what we are going to hear from her, especially considering her roller coaster ride to become the presidential nominee. What do you want to hear from Harris?
I'll get to that, but am I the only one thinking what song is Pink gonna do?
What song do you think she will?
Holla Back Girl?
That's Gwen Stefani.
No, it's not. I thought that was Pink. I'm sorry, I'm not a big Pink fan. What is her hit song? What is it
so
then?
what? It's just a rock star. I'm in a rock star.
Is that it?
I'm hoping for an aerial act.
I agree. We think she is an aerialist and she studied aerial.
I thought she did Holla Back Girl.
Well, you are very wrong. No doubt you are wrong. Boo. Another candidate for president. Did you like the pun? Another candidate for president is making some big news, and it's not Trump and it's not Al Jackson. It's this guy, Robert Kennedy Jr., the lifelong Democrat turned independent, is reportedly going to pull the plug on his campaign. But he is also expected to endorse the former president, Trump. Now, I have heard there's speculation he went to both camps, Erica, I guess to see who has the highest bid for his vote, which is horrendous to me. The Kennedys have said publicly they have separated from him. What do you think?
I thought that I'm pretty sure that this was a plot line from Scandal. No, for real, I believe it was a plot line.
Was it?
Yes, where there was a third-party candidate who was potentially going to influence the election, and so one team or one side went over and basically lobbied for the votes. By assuring that this person would have like some type of influence in the cabinet.
This is a scandal.
So,
this is scandal.
Erica, it makes perfect sense, scandal or not. I mean, if you think about how thin the margins are, even when we have a candidate that's, it's not a landslide, but you know, even a major victory is 6-7 points. So if you're a third-party candidate that controls 3 or 4 percentage points.
And he was up to 10.
You can walk into anybody's office with a significant amount of leverage that could say, I could be the difference in a couple counties between you winning and you losing. So I think that this may strangely be, as we're like, we want a third party and other choices. The third party may become this kind of
negotiating.
like finger on the scale a little bit.
So do you guys think, and some people out there saying this, I don't believe it, that this was all somewhat set up because one of the biggest contributors to RFK Jr.'s campaign is sort of a Trump-backed person. So the thought was they'd get enough votes, just like you said, and plan to take that 10% over to Trump when he most needed it. I don't think that's true, but does anyone here, do you guys think that's true?
Anything's possible.
Yeah, in politics.
Anything is possible.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's likely. I think that he was there. A lot of third-party candidates. In his case, he seems to be very against vaccines.
Yeah. That was also the backer.
There's a great John Oliver episode, 30 minutes about RFK and just the things he related with autism. It was pretty gross. But, you know, a lot of third-party candidates are like the Green Party. They have an agenda, a platform to push, and they're going to grab that 3 or 4 percentage points of people where that's all they care about. And sometimes that's going to be enough to carry you over. In this case, we're talking about vaccines, but in another 4 years, I think it'll be another issue.
Yeah, maybe AI or whatever we know. All I know is the Kennedys don't agree with RFK Jr., just letting you know. Coming up on DBL, you don't want to miss our interview with Cheryl Grant, who's an inspirational woman in her 60s competing for her second Miss Olympia title. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. When many are thinking about retirement, Cheryl Grant left corporate America to start her fitness journey and become Miss Olympia. Earlier, she joined us to talk about tips on how to get fit for life.
Welcome back, Miss Cheryl.
Thank you so much. So glad to see you guys. So glad to see you.
Absolutely. Let me ask you this. Some people feel that after the age of 60, many of our viewers watching right now are probably like the best years are behind them. Why do you disagree with that statement?
Because life is to be lived, and as long as you have breath in your body, then every day is a great day. And especially as we get older, I think the one thing that we have is wisdom. That is one of our keys. We've learned some of the life's lessons. We've been through some things. Now it's time for us to take hold of everything that we've learned and make it blossom better than it ever has before. Our best days are ahead of us, not behind us.
I love that. So as we get older, it's more of a challenge to get fit, let's be honest. So how do you feel about people turning to weight loss drugs for help?
Well, there's quick fixes in life, and you can always use a quick fix, but it's not about quick fixes. It's about behavioral habits. What's going to sustain you over the long term? What you want to do is incorporate things into your lifestyle and how you live every day, how you wake up, how you do one thing. My mentor, Les Brown, told me is how you do everything. You want to wake up with a focus and being very poignant about what it is that you want to manifest in your life. And in that, then you can start to take the steps necessary to get you there. But it's all about taking one step at a time. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a fitness journey.
So what advice do you have for someone who wants to start their fitness journey?
The first thing that I'm going to say to you is get into action. That's the first thing that you could do. Take the first step. It could be something as simple as walking. Don't expect to see instant results. What you want to do is just get into a regiment and being consistent with whatever it is that you decide to do. Whether it's walking every day, but being consistent about it, being consistent about the nutrition that you're putting in your body, being mindful of the things that you're putting into your mind. Are you telling yourself you can, or are you telling yourself you can't? Either way, you're right. Which one are you going to choose? And when you choose, you can definitely step into a direction that's going to give you a fulfilling life, guaranteed.
That is one of my favorite quotes of all time. But Cheryl, you're working towards your second Miss Olympia title.
Woo!
No biggie. What's the hardest part about training for something like that?
Like I said before, taking the steps. It's about definitely getting into action. And for me, it's you develop habits, so you have to break those habits. You have to learn how to, when you have a goal, it's not about getting to the end fast. It's about every step you take every day towards that goal. It's about being patient with the process, being patient with you, learning how to love you through the process and not being critical of yourself. And for me, I have to apply the same tactics as I go for Miss Olympia for my second title. It's the daily steps that I take every day, the choices that I make every day that's going to get me there. Deciding to get up whether I feel like it or not, whether I'm motivated or not, because I have an end goal. And I can tell you I feel vibrant when I do it. I always never want to go to a workout, but I can tell you I always feel better after I've done it.
That's great to hear. Now, I want our audience to sit down before I say this, and don't come at me for lying. You are 62. I'm going to let people know.
Every bit of, and
you look
and
amazing.
Funny thing, well, first of all, I'm going to take my flowers, so thank you for giving them to me. I really appreciate that, but I'm about to be 63. But here's the thing. Age truly is a number, and I know as we get older, things start to happen. Trust me, I experience those same things, but what I don't do is allow life to stop me from what it is that I want to manifest in my life. And right now, for me, Miss Olympia it's a title, but you don't have to want Miss Olympia. You can just really just want to live a better lifestyle, and especially in this world that we're living in today, it's very important that we're taking care of ourselves mentally, emotionally, and spiritually.
Thank you for joining us, Cheryl. DBL Nation, go to CherylGrant.com and get your copy of Fit for Life, a toolkit for your next personal transformation. Also, reserve your spot for Cheryl's Fit for Life retreat, in Butacana. Nice, October 17th through the 20th. Thank you again, Cheryl. Thank you. Great to see you. We'll be right back.
Thank you guys for having me. Blessings always. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back. We've got some great products from our friends at Morning Save. Check them out. Steph, what do you have for us today?
Hello, Tori. Hello, DBL Nation. We are super excited to show you all of the deals today. They are absolutely fabulous. You're going to love what we've got to show you, so let's check it all out. First up, we've got the 2-pack Extreme Comforts padded foam cushions. This deal includes 2 cushions, which will help improve posture and provide relief on your tailbone and lower back. We've seen this priced as high as $31 each. However, we've got a 2-pack for just $29.99. That is saving 52%. Up next, we have got the Ring Wired Video Doorbell. This deal includes 1 Ring doorbell with an installation kit. Now, this is usually priced up to $150.
Right.
We have got it for $74.99. That is saving you guys 50%, and this is a household name.
That is a household name, and it's a must. It's just a must. We have one. I have it on all the doors, and I've had things happen where I've needed to have that Ring doorbell. So I just have to say half off. This is a no-brainer. No-brainer.
Up next, we've got the Beckham Hotel Collection Down Alternative Comforters.
Wow.
This summer clearance deal includes 1 comforter. We've seen this as prices between $41 to $60.
Okay, not too
We have
bad.
got it for $15. That's saving up to 75%. And then last up, Tori, we've got the JVC wireless speaker with surround sound. The deal includes 1 speaker, available in 3 different colors. We've got black, blue, and pink. So this has been priced up to $20. We have got it for $10. That is saving 50%.
Everyone, head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices, or you can scan the QR code right on screen. It will take you directly to these products, all on Morning Save's website. Thank you so much, Steph. Before we go, I'll get to the right camera. How many of you have unused gift cards lying around the house? Am I right? Well, Starbucks is laughing all the way to the bank because it turns out the coffee chain holds nearly $1.8 billion in unredeemed gift cards. That is a 9% increase from the from the same time last year. I got that really well done.
No, you nailed it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but maybe
have-
we should all get together and cash them in at the same time.
Have one giant
Try and
Starbucks
tank
order?
the company one day, just all redeem them at the same time. Is it a scam? It seems like it.
No, I think people just have very short attention
I think
spans,
you're right.
even when there's money involved.
God, guys.
Like, redeem your Starbucks gift card.
Redeem!
Gotta find
we'll
it
see you
first.
tomorrow. Redeem!
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
it real.
No.